The Cleveland Browns are standing at a crossroads with their quarterback situation. Deshaun Watson may be on his way out, and three teams are rumored to be eyeing him as a potential starter. Meanwhile, the Browns just signed second-round pick Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, raising more questions. And don't sleep on Shedeur Sanders. Browns Nation might just be seeing a decision made on him soon. Here we go, Brownies. Let's be real. This matters because it signals how the front office is prioritizing the roster right now. The Browns have just signed second-round safety Emmanuel McNeil-Warren to a 4-year rookie deal, officially filling one of those draft slots. Coming off a solid college career at Toledo, McNeil-Warren was selected 58th overall, and his versatility adds depth to a defense that fans hope will dominate. This isn't just about him fitting in, it raises questions about how aggressive the team will be and what the priorities are heading into the season. With this signing, the Browns have now locked in 9 of their 10 draft picks, leaving only first-round wide receiver Casey Conception unsigned. The fact that the majority of the draft class is now in the fold shows the team's commitment to building a cohesive unit on the field. Honestly, it's no secret that stability is key, especially when we think of the recent struggles this franchise has faced. Losing depth hurts more than people think, especially in December. As the season progresses and injuries take their toll, having a solid roster becomes even more critical. For the Dog Pound, this is a signal. The Browns are making strategic decisions early in the offseason. It hints that the front office is looking to solidify not just the current roster, but also the future. What's interesting is how this new signing may affect the buzz surrounding Shedeur Sanders. As McNeil-Warren starts to participate in training camp, all eyes will be on him and how quickly he can contribute to what the coaching staff envisions. We're just getting started, and the intrigue is building. The Browns have a new head coach, and with that comes the potential for a shift in the quarterback hierarchy. Todd Monken has taken the reins, and let's face it, that means we could see some fresh philosophy on how they approach the position. While he was careful to not name a starter just yet, he did confirm that Deshaun Watson will get a fair shot to reclaim his role. But here's the kicker. It's pretty interesting that Shedeur Sanders was featured prominently in the team's recent schedule release video instead of Watson. This clearly signals the organization is weighing its options seriously. For Browns Nation, this might feel like more than just a nod to Sanders' potential. It hints at a possible decision brewing behind the scenes. The fact they're showcasing him suggests they're thinking about his role moving forward. It's kind of a bold statement, and honestly, it has me thinking about the direction the front office is taking with this roster. The urgency is palpable, and with training camp looming, how will this all play out? As we connect the dots, it's becoming evident that the decision-makers are not shying away from making tough calls. This isn't just about a player, it's about establishing a winning culture and finally pulling together a roster that can withstand the long haul. Here we go, Brownies. The buzz is only going to grow as we head deeper into the offseason. The Cleveland Browns are standing at a pivotal moment, and it's becoming crystal clear that Deshaun Watson's time with the team is winding down. Reports suggest that the Browns and Watson are nearing the end of this partnership, which has been rocky to say the least. What's even more intriguing is that there are at least 3 teams eyeing him as a potential starting quarterback if the Browns decide to part ways. That's right, folks. Watson's skills may be up for grabs, and other franchises could be ready to take a shot at him. As we take a step back and look at the broader picture, the reality is that the Browns are on the verge of reshaping their landscape. The question is, what does that mean for the players in the locker room and the strategies they'll adopt going forward? Watson's contract keeps him in Cleveland through the 2026 NFL season, but if the Browns truly are looking to make a change, they could force his hand, or their own, sooner rather than later. Let's be real. This isn't just your average offseason chatter. This situation is more than a little smoke. It's a potential fire brewing under the surface, one that could redefine how Browns Nation views the quarterback position. The urgency here can't be overstated. Dealing with the fallout of a historic franchise known for instability, the front office has a chance to set the tone for a more consistent future. As the offseason progresses, every single decision will be critical. The path ahead remains uncertain, leaving room for speculation and strategy. How will this all unfold? That's what everyone's watching closely. Fans are restless for sustainability, a strong squad capable of competing consistently. If the brass pulls the trigger on a fresh start, it could be exactly what the team needs to build for the future. For now, all we can do is keep our ears to the ground and see where this leads, because when it comes down to it, this journey is just starting, and the Dog Pound is ready for whatever comes next. the Browns have made a strategic move by signing second-round safety Emmanuel McNeil-Warren to a 4-year rookie deal. This is a pivotal addition for the team, especially considering he played in all 13 games last season, recording 77 tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss, and half a sack, not to mention 2 interceptions that earned him third-team AP All-America honors. His versatility is exactly what the Browns need as they look to bolster a defense that aims to dominate. Thinking about this, it's vital to recognize how each piece contributes to a more cohesive unit as we head into the season. The signing of McNeil-Warren not only represents a commitment to building depth, but also highlights the urgency to solidify the roster as injuries take their toll later on. So far, the Browns have secured 9 of their 10 draft picks, including key players like first-round offensive tackle Spencer Fano and second-round wide receiver Denzel Boston. Only Casey Concepcion is left unsigned, which speaks volumes about how seriously the front office is approaching this offseason. Honestly, losing depth hurts more than people think, especially in December, when the championship mindset is crucial. Keeping these young talents in-house gives the team a fighting chance to compete not just for this season, but for the future as well. With McNeil-Warren in the fold, fans are keen to see how he meshes with the current lineup and what impact he'll have on the competitive landscape within the roster. The anticipation is palpable, and as training camp kicks off, all eyes will be on how quickly he adjusts and makes an impact. For Browns Nation, the hope is that this signing signals a broader approach, one that prioritizes not just immediate success but a long-term strategy capable of overcoming the ghosts of past instability. Here we go, Brownies. The excitement is only just beginning. The Cleveland Browns quarterback situation is turning into quite the sticky mess as we head into the 2026-27 season. Browns Nation is right to feel the urgency. They're being urged to figure this out sooner rather than later. Right now, the team has 3 quarterbacks on the roster. Our veteran Deshaun Watson, who's back in action after that Achilles injury, plus Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel. It's a crowded room, and every player's performance during this offseason will have a serious impact on the locker room dynamics and positional battles. Fans are hungry for a winning season, and the front office knows they need to get a grip on this quarterback carousel if they plan to achieve that. With Watson's experience and new blood like Sanders, the stakes couldn't be higher. The coaching staff has to analyze how these players will work together and whether they can establish a true leader in the huddle. It's all about creating a thriving competition without tearing the unit apart, and the pressure is certainly on. The truth is, if the Browns want to be a playoff contender in 2026, they can't afford to drag their feet in defining the quarterback hierarchy. As we look at how this situation unfolds, it feels like more than just a game of musical chairs. It's a strategic repositioning. Every decision, every snap in training camp feels like it's weighing heavily on the future of this franchise. In the dog pound, we know all too well how important it is to have a stable roster, especially with our history of instability. So, as the days roll on, expect more moves, more buzz, and definitely more heat around this crucial decision. Here we go, Brownies. The reaction from the dog pound has been electric as fans reckon with the impact of the Browns' latest moves, specifically concerning Shedeur Sanders. It seems like the buzz around him has reached a fever pitch. Honestly, while Deshaun Watson's experience is undeniable, the wave of excitement for the young talent is palpable. If word spreads that Sanders could be in the mix for a starting role, we may see a seismic shift in loyalty among fans. What's crucial is the effect this situation has on the locker room. As players size each other up during training camp, tensions will undoubtedly mount. There's only so much space for egos and ambitions, especially when it comes to the most pressure-packed position in sports. Watson, a veteran with an extensive background, will be keenly aware of the scrutiny, but Sanders could also shake things up, forcing everyone to elevate their game. It's going to be a delicate dance, but one thing is for sure, competition is the name of the game, and this could either unify the team or lead to fractures that no one wants to deal with. Taking a step back, we can read the situation as the front office signaling its intent to head in a fresh direction. If they're seriously exploring the viability of Sanders as a competitor to Watson, it changes how we should read the Browns' priorities heading into the season. The urgency here is thick, and how the coaches manage these dynamics will be pivotal for Cleveland's success. Whether it's a deliberate strategic move to jolt the offense or an earnest attempt to build for the future, the implications are massive. As this unfolds, All eyes are on how this impacts not just individual careers, but also the collective psyche of the team as they gear up for what could be a monumental season ahead. The Browns' front office is sending some clear signals as they navigate the future of their quarterback position. The growing anticipation around Shedeur Sanders is not just fan chatter, there's real weight to it. With the Browns recently releasing promotional material that prominently featured Sanders while omitting Deshaun Watson, it's hard not to interpret that as a statement. Let's be real, that's not just marketing. That's telling us which way the wind is blowing. The organization is clearly keeping its options open, and the fact that they have made such a bold move without mentioning Watson speaks volumes about their internal discussions. As the dog pound reacts, the consensus seems to be shifting. Fans are eagerly speculating what this means for Watson's standing with the team. It's a pivotal moment. Sanders, a rookie with potential, is being thrust into the spotlight, raising questions about how veteran players like Watson and even the locker room itself will respond. It's a delicate dance, and how the coaches manage this will undoubtedly shape the atmosphere as training camp approaches. On the ground, the dynamics are charged. The impact on the locker room has to be considered. Players will be sizing each other up, and if the sentiment is that Sanders is being groomed for something bigger, veterans may feel the pressure to elevate their performance. Competition breeds excellence, but it can also create tension, especially in a franchise that has had its fair share of instability. From my perspective, the front office's move to elevate Sanders isn't just about bringing fresh talent to the mix. It's about instilling a new philosophy that prioritizes agility and open competition. It's a fresh breath of air in a facility that's been plagued by controversial decisions in the past. The team is clearly making strides to pivot from that history and establish a new culture. Let's face it, Browns Nation needs stability and consistency, and all this buzz around Sanders just might be part of crafting that winning environment. As we get closer to training camp, the implications of this shift will be huge. Every practice snap, every scrimmage could tip the balance. The Browns may have made an impactful decision regarding their future quarterback, and the upcoming weeks will be crucial in determining how this all plays out. With fans rallying behind the potential for change, the question remains, how will this fierce competition fuel the fire and lead us into the season? Here we go, Brownies. From my view, this shifts how we should read the Browns' short-term plan.